So this is the place I'm going to be camping tonight. It's very unusual, like I've just said, and you're probably not going to be able to guess where it is or what it is. And I had something lined up and I decided to do it next week, so stay tuned for next week's video. There is something interesting coming, but this one I just wanted to do to see the difference between camping in different places. Now this is, imagine you were hiking somewhere and you were a long way from home or civilization. You just needed to camp somewhere and you had basic gear on you. I want to see if it's possible and how easy it is to do that anywhere you can find with shelter. Tonight's camping place is an abandoned caravan. Yep, an abandoned caravan, and it's more interesting that there's a bit of urbex involved in this, because I've just had a quick look in there. There is a lot of stuff in there. It's in very good condition. Normally caravans are wrecked. And underneath as well, it's like kids' scooters, toys and stuff. It's just weird. There's loads of trampolines over there as well, and there's like little sheds. So I think this has been someone's home for a long time. There's lots of photographs and stuff like that. So we've got a lot of investigating to do and a lot of stuff to look at. So, and I brought food this time, so I've come prepared. So let's get in there and find a place to set up camp, and let's settle in for the night. Right, so already on the inside you get an idea. I mean, most of the windows are gone, but the curtains are over them. It's in fairly good condition. It's not wrecked or anything like that. I think it's only recently been discovered, and maybe some people have been in it. I noticed a bit of graffiti on the other side, and there's this cool looking doll's house. That's awesome. Like, what's it say inside? It's a cafe. That's awesome. That's brilliant. I mean, that's smart as well. Somewhere to sleep. I'll have a look in the bedrooms, and if not, I'm liking the look of these sofas. I'll maybe move some of this stuff and set up there. I'll set up my little camping stove on top of that TV, I think, because that's a perfect table. Anyone remember these old TVs? Well, we're not sleeping in that bedroom. That is piled full of stuff. There's just stuff everywhere. That's mental. Let's have a quick look, see if there's any dates on this. Creamed rice pudding. 2014. So, I reckon approximately 10 years then. Bathroom, probably with a shower. Yeah, that's full. Master bedroom, that's full as well. Yeah, there's too much stuff in there. I'm going to go on the sofa. We'll have a proper look around later, but I'm going to get set up. I'm going to set up where I'm going to sleep, and we'll have a proper look around and try and investigate maybe what's happened with this quaint little caravan. So I've set up a sleeping bag on this. This is very clean. So I've got some stuff as well. So last time when I went to that house, I didn't really have a lot of time to do stuff. So what I've got is, I've got some bowls, I've got some very nice bread, I've got some milk, I've got a bottle of water for cleaning out pans, I've got some vegetable soup there, I've got some tea bags in there somewhere, and there is some cups. I've got a kettle which I'm going to cook everything in, hopefully that works, and I can get everything sorted in there. I've got a stove, and while I'm asleep, again, I'm going to put the night vision camera out and I'll just film just in case something happens constantly, rather than leaving this camera on, and I can see what goes on. It's a lot easier. So I'm going to do a little bit of looking around. There is a lot of stuff in here, and I personally think that someone has lived in here for a long time for whatever reason. Not sure why. There's no houses nearby, so I mean, my normal idea would be maybe they sleep in here or live in here until like work's done on a house, or they finish building a house, something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff in here, and it's very homely. So someone's lived in here for a long time. They've obviously had kids as well. So look at the food. I mean, just look at this though. They've got the sheds and everything outside. There's a gate and an old fence that goes round. Who remembers these? Used to mix your tea and coffee with them on a battery. Baby milk. So they've definitely had kids. More baby milk. I can't get in that other room, there's just too much. Tea bags. Got all sorts of stuff. I mean, you can boiler. A full-on cooker with a stove, like a full-on cooker. There's enough stuff in here. I mean, toaster, Hoover. They've obviously looked after it, and so whoever's lived in here has lived here for a while. Where have they gone? Don't know. Bathroom. There's still toilet roll and like hairbrushes and stuff. It's just mental, isn't it? It's on a different level. It's just full of stuff. No football table in there. That's still got. That's full. Full bottle of Lynx. And then there's nothing that would stop me living in one of these if I needed to. There's a lot of random stuff in here. There's ornaments and all sorts of stuff. I mean, all kinds. Amazon boxes. It's just crazy. I've seen some photographs. By the door before. I'm gonna go and have a look at them, but it's just crazy. This. It's. I know a lot of you thinking, yeah, it's just a bloody caravan, but someone spent a vast amount of their life in here, and all of it's still here. Where have they gone? Why didn't they take anything? There's lots of baby photos as well. Oh wow! A Rover keyring. Focus camera. A Rover keyring. That's cool. There's lots of strange stuff. Right, let's go and have a look at some pictures. See. I'm going to close that. Anything in the fridge? No. Thankfully. We'll have a look down here. So when it starts to get dark, I'm going to chill for a bit. It starts to get dark, I'm going to get the stove out. I'm going to make some soup, some lovely soup and some bread. And then in the morning I'll have a cup of tea, because I brought tea bags and some milk. So yeah, we're going all out this time. We're going all out. But the most important question is, would you do what I'm doing? If you were in the situation where you had to stay somewhere for the night and you weren't going to make it home that night, would you do it? Would you stay in an old caravan that you found, would you stay anywhere that you could? Answer in the comments, tell me what you would do, and tell me if you would do it a different way. Tell me your ideas. Whoever lived here or stayed here obviously had a family, they had a family life, and it's all still here. It's mental. Where have they gone? Right, so it's very dark outside now, as you can probably tell. I'm very hungry and I'm going to have some food. So I've had the burner on for a while, and I've got to admit that gives off a fair amount of heat. It's nice, it warms the place up very nicely. Honestly, without one of these things, it'd be nothing. It's really nice. So I've got some soup. The only issue I've got really is so close to a road, you can just hear every car going past, every single car. That's weird. Just the wind though. There's like a draft blowing through. But I've got a drink. I've got some bread. I've got milk for the morning, so I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I've got some dishes here, some like plastic, I say cardboard. I'll put them up there. I've got some cups there. I'm up there for the morning. So I've got my soup. I'm gonna have roast chicken vegetable soup. That's going to be very, very lovely with some crusty bread. Some very nice chunky crusty bread. Damn it. Hang on. I've just noticed something. I haven't got... I'm sure there should be a grill on there. How... Oh no. Oh, and I haven't got a pan. I haven't brought a pan. Shit. I'm gonna have to do this old school. I'm gonna have to do this old school. I'm gonna have to cook the tin. So peel all this off. I'm gonna have to cook the tin on the flame. Which should make for very interesting soup. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. And I'm gonna have to find something in here. We're in a caravan. We're in a caravan. Right. We're in a caravan. There's a cooker over there. Right. Hold on. Right, let's have a look about. Oh, bang my head on that. It's different when it's dark. Oh, that looks too big, but I'm going to try it. Yeah. I'm going to try this. Yeah, he's quite big. It is quite big, but it might work if I turn the flame down. Turn it down just enough. About there. Oh, I think I've cracked it. Yeah, I think I've cracked it. That might work. This way. Got everything else I need. Spoons. A lot. I wonder. Yeah. Just enough heat to heat that up, because I don't need it piping hot, do I? Just hot enough to get it in the dish and eat, really. And then if I get my spoon, remember we're doing bare minimum here. So if I get my spoon, and I can stir it around as well, so that it cooks. The scary part about this is that door is so smashed, so I can't close it, so I've had to put the curtain over it. That's the scary thing. We're old school cooking here. If this works, I'll be amazed, I'm telling you. But if anyone has any suggestions, any ideas or anything like that, feel free to put them in the comments. You know, it does help. It really does help. And I'm starting to think that's getting done already, that. Let's have a look here. Right, so that is, I've just changed my battery. I've left it on for a little bit, and that's cooked through quite nicely. That nice bit of steam coming off it. Just tasted it a little bit. So let's have that and some bread, and then let's get on to the next bit. Right, is it hot to touch? Not really. No. That'll do. And then I'll put it to the side there, but I'll keep the heat on. I think the gas bottle's running out a little bit, but I'll keep it on till it runs out, I think. Keep the heat going. But yeah, look at the steam coming off it. Cooked it in a tin. Oh man. Nice. Right, let's dig in. We've got some bread. I'm gonna have a drink as well. Right, let's have food. I've got my chicken vegetable soup. I said it once and I'll say it again. Just because we are rough camping, I'm going to call it, sleeping somewhere abandoned, doesn't mean we have to eat poorly. That's good. I'm going to have some bread. Don't forget these items. I mean, soup's less than £1. Bread, you can get bread for less than £1 if you shop in the right place. Cheap. That's good. That is good. One thing I am going to do in a second, because they're paper plates, they are quite thin. I'm going to triple or, yeah, oh that's better, that's better, that's a lot better. Stronger plate, that is the trick. So let's tell a ghost story while I'm eating this. And I say a ghost story, but this is a true story, and I don't think I've ever told this before. I did do a podcast on this when I was part of UK Ghost Stories. I recorded it, but I never released it, so I'm going to tell you it now. So if you get worried or scared by anything like this, then just skip this part, it won't take long. So going back, I would say about 10 years now, about 2013, I was about 21, 22. and I was a resident DJ in a club in Carlisle in Cumbria called Vibe, and I would do Friday nights and Saturday nights, and alternate nights whenever whenever they were having something on. And one night I'd finished, I was driving home like I normally do, same route I used to drive through the centre of Carlisle and go past the Pirelli tyre factory, factory in Carlisle. They make Pirelli tyres, very popular place. To give you an idea of what it's like, it's just a road, factories on your left hand side, the right hand side there's a couple of houses, and then there's just fields on the other sides, and it goes to a junction, you turn right, and I go down that way back to the dual carriageway and stuff. And at this particular time there was the fields on each side, and I was driving down, mind my own business, had the tunes on, you know, as it was in the Corsa, just chilling, and I noticed there was this guy ran out in front of the car, and I slammed the brakes on because I was going to hit him. I was about, from me to the camera, away from this guy, so close, and you're in that frame of mind at the time when well, I was quite angry. I was like, you know, what the hell do you think you're doing? I've nearly hit you. And I went to get out the car, slammed I had a 4-point harness, racing harness in the car, bucket seats and stuff, and I went to clip the harness off and jump out and confront this guy and ask him what he was playing at such a stupid time, running out in front of cars. And it suddenly dawned on me that when I'd looked at him, he stopped point blank in front of the car. He was wearing dark pants, a red jacket, I believe, a hat, and that was it. I think he had a bag in his hand, either a carrier bag or a backpack or something of that nature. And it happened so fast, but it went so slow in my mind. But when I looked at him and he stopped point blank in front of the car and I was about to get out, he looked directly at me and he had no face, like nothing. There was nothing there, no nose, mouth, facial features whatsoever. It was just blank. And I froze and just stared at it, and he just like looked forward and ran off. So I got out of the car and I was looking around, and there was nobody. I went over to the fence and looked in the field, there was no one there. I went to the other side, there was no one there. I just remember looking around, just wondering, did that really happen? Am I seeing things? Am I tired? I was scared. I was really scared. I was so scared I rang my mum. It was like 3:30 in the morning at this point, and I was crying down the floor. I was physically shaken up. I've never seen anything like that before. And I told her what I found, and she went, yeah, just calm down, get yourself home. A couple of days went past and I did some research, you know, see if there was any deaths on that road or anything like that. And it turns out that road, many people have been run over on that road. There was quite a few people being killed on that road. Not only that, but there was a guy killed on his way to work at Pirelli. He ran in front of a car and he was killed. Now, to me, that hit hard, because what if what I seen was a repetition of what that guy went through when he died? What if that was a recurring thing and that happens all the time? You know, and it just strikes it. But what clarified it even more, I found a forum, and you can probably still find this. I mean, it's going back a long time. I am not the only person to see this person. This has happened to multiple people on that road. So I knew that I wasn't seeing things and I wasn't tired. But that genuinely did happen, and I've never really gotten over it. So it's less of a ghost story, but more of a I don't know how to to word that, to be quite honest, but something I've never really told before and something I'll never get over. But anyway, let's get back to the seriousness and the food. The gas bottle's still going. I'm going to finish this piece of bread. I'm going to save them bits of bread. I'm going to finish off the rest of the soup, and then I might get my head down for some sleep. So
I'm gonna have a look around. No, I think we're all right. Quite a good sleep. I'm going to go back to sleep in a second. Shattered. I'll probably just join you in the morning. It's pretty uneventful, to be honest. But yeah. I'll join in the morning. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Well, I've done it. Oh man. Good morning. Oh, it's quite cold. The battery must have run out on this.
Not a bad night's sleep, to be quite honest. I mean, it's dry, it's comfortable. There was no wind last night, there was no rain. So, yeah, not too bad, to be quite honest. A little bit cold because the battery ran out on my heated jacket, but I mean, other than that, I mean, if you really did need it and you're in desperate need of somewhere to stay for a night, perfect, you know. But I mean, you're not always going to bump into an abandoned caravan. But this is the idea, make the best of your surroundings and what you've got. So I'm going to open this up, let some light in. I'm going to fire the stove up once again. I'm going to make a cup of tea. And then keep that there like that. So the improvised grill that I found last night is doing a job. It is doing a hell of a job. It's not perfect, but it is working, and we are going to have sweet tea soon. And I should have took that sticker off, but still, it works. It does the job. It gave me soup last night and it gave me tea. So let's go. Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yes, whistle. Whistle crew! Whistle for me now! Scooter! Right, I think that's about ready. I'm going to take it off. Right. Oh god, how am I going to do this? There we go. Nice and simple. Let's pour that in there. It's quite hard one-handed, this. And then I'm going to turn that off. There we go. I'm gonna let that brew. There is no reason why you can't have the luxuries while you are camping in a random abandoned caravan. Look at that! I have a cup of tea. A lovely cup of tea. And beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to pack all the stuff away, and then that is a wrap for this video. So I'll see you very shortly. Right, so I'm going to get out of here now. I've packed up all the gear. Dog walkers just walked past. You would not believe how close this is to the road. So I'm going to get out and get away as fast as I possibly can in case someone questions why I'm here. But yeah, if you did enjoy that video and you enjoy this kind of content, you know what to do. Hit that like button and give me a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. If there's anything you thought was weird or anything like that, just comment. Again, I'll try and answer to my very best ability. But until then, and until we have the next video, I appreciate you all, and let's keep camping. Let's keep going. See you soon, guys.